Welcome to our channel. Today we're bringing you the top 10 James Bond women. For more than 50 years, the Bond franchise has delighted viewers around the world with a constant stream of super weapons, electrifying action scenes, and daring missions set in a range of breathtaking locations. A wide variety of beautiful Bond-adjacent ladies have accompanied 007 on his worldwide journeys, in addition to all of these amazing spectacles. The numerous Bond ladies who share the bill with their leading man but make all too brief appearances in the series are often the film's most memorable facets. Let's take a look at 10 of the Bond women from the series without further ado. Before we continue, hit the like and subscribe button for regular updates. Number 10 is Maud Adams. She played the role of Octopussy in the 13th film of the James Bond series in 1983, of the same name, Octopussy, starring Roger Moore as the M16 James Bond agent. She returned to the franchise for perhaps the most mocked name in Bond history, Octopussy. While Adams' Bond girl may not be the most well-known or adored in cinematic history, she did a fantastic job in the role. Not many actors will sell a part with a name like Octopussy, so it's a tribute to Adams that she gives her second Bond girl role a whole new edge and personality. Maud Adams was born in Luleå, Sweden on February 12, 1945. Maud is a 74-year-old woman. She's well known for her contributions to the journals Cosmopolitan magazine and Elle magazine in the 1970s. She's been involved since 2008 as a retired model and actress. She's currently active with a variety of charitable activities. On May 23, 1999, she married Charles Rubin. She currently resides in California and visits her birthplace of Sweden on occasion. Her total net worth is $1.3 million. Number 9 is Diana Riggs. She portrays Tracy Bond in the 6th installment of the James Bond series on Her Majesty's Secret Service, released in 1969. There's no question, Riggs' Tracy Bond, the on-screen love interest for George Lazenby's M16 James Bond agent actor, has a good screen presence, and one might say that Riggs outpaced her male co-star. Tracy had the perfect amount of sass to stand out as one of the best Bond girls to date. And it's no surprise that she was the only Bond girl 007 chose to settle down with and marry, if only for a few hours. Dame Diana Riggs, a British actress, was born on July 20, 1938 in Doncaster, Yorkshire, England, and died on September 10, 2020 in London, England, United Kingdom at the age of 82. She died of natural causes, according to reports. From 1998 to 2008, she served as the Chancellor of the University of Stirling in Stirling, Scotland. For Abelard and Heloise, 1972, and The Misanthrope, she earned Tony Award nominations for Best Actress, Dramatic, 1975. In 1994, she received the Tony Award for Best Actress Play for her performance in the title role of Medea. Number 8 is Daniela Bianchi. She portrays Tatiana Romanova in the 1963 second chapter of the James Bond film From Russia with Love, in which actor Sean Connery reprises his role as the M16 agent James Bond. It's tough to be both a proper match and an opponent to 007, but Tatiana, a Russian Soviet soldier, is up to the challenge. Tatiana always goes head-to-head with Bond, playing to his strengths but still adhering to his flaws. It's a brilliant effort, made much better by the fact that she holds her own against the villainous Rosa Klebb, giving the Bond girls much-needed energy. Daniela Bianchi was born in Rome, Italy on January 31, 1942. She left acting in 1970 to marry Alberto Camelli, a Genoese shipping magnate, with whom she has had one son, Filippo Bianchi. Her husband died in 2018, and she's been living quietly in her large apartment in Rome since then. Her net worth is between $1 to $3 million. Number 7 is Honor Blackman. With what might be the most recognizable name in James Bond movie history, English actress Honor Blackman played Pussy Galore in the 1964 third film of the James Bond series, Goldfinger, starring Sean Connery as the M16 agent James Bond, and she became one of the franchise's most distinctive and eventually celebrated Bond ladies. The character is poised, cool, and collected, with an edge and a lure that's often tempting. After meeting the lovely lady, even the suave secret agent is taken aback. Galore isn't the most memorable Bond girl's name, but it's definitely one of the most memorable. Honor Blackman was a British actress who was born on the 22nd of August, 1925 in Essex, England, and died peacefully of natural causes on the 5th of April 2020 at her home in Lewes, Sussex, surrounded by her family. She's best known for her appearance in the ITV sitcom The Upper Hand, 1990 to 1996, as Laura West. She married twice, although on both times her relationships did not last long, and she remained single until her untimely death. She was worth $14 million at the time of her death. Number 6 is Famke Janssen. Xenia Onatopp is, without a doubt, one of the hardest Bond girls in the Bond series. In 1995, Dutch actress Famke Janssen portrayed the action-oriented lead in the 17th episode of the James Bond film GoldenEye, the first to feature Pierce Brosnan as the M16 Bond agent. Xenia is a woman who can smash a man with her legs by squeezing them together. She's the real thing because she's undeniably one of the greatest Bond girls of all time. Famke Janssen was born in the Netherlands in 1965 in Amstelveen, Noord-Holland. The United Nations named her a Goodwill Ambassador for Dignity in 2008. She made her directorial and scriptwriting debut in 2011 for Bringing Up Bobby. She appeared in The Blacklist Redemption, a 2017 NBC mystery drama. From 1995 to 2000, she was married to Kip Williams, a writer and director. She's currently starring as Dr. Melinda Barrington in the forthcoming television film Long, Slow Exhale. Number 5 is Eva Green. Similarly, Vesper Lynd showed herself to be one of the most dynamic and nuanced Bond ladies, and a more well-rounded character than we're used to seeing from some of Bond's more superficial posts, and another of Bond's many returns to form. Vesper Lynd, played by Eva Green, is fantastic, and she's easily one of the most heartbreaking characters in the Bond series. She appeared in Casino Royale, the 21st chapter of the James Bond films, released in 2006, which was the first to star Daniel Craig as the M16 agent James Bond. The life of a super spy is never as straightforward as it seems, and it's always said that those who get close to Bond have to put their lives on the line. Eva Green is a model and actress from France who was born on July 6, 1980. For her performance in Casino Royale, she won the BAFTA Rising Star Award. She recently teamed up with Burton again in Disney's live-action Dumbo adaptation. Green appeared as Lydia Wells in the BBC Two miniseries The Luminaries in 2020, and she showed interest in returning to the stage in late 2020. Since she's a shy woman, little is known about her personal life. Number 4 is Madeline Smith. Miss Caruso of Live and Let Die is the 8th James Bond film and the first to feature Roger Moore as the M16 agent James Bond, which was released in 1973. After the two collaborated together on a television program, Mr. Moore suggested that the character Miss Caruso be played by Madeline Smith. She's the quintessential female agent who falls for Bond's charisma and is compelled to hide in a coat closet to escape M's detection. Caruso, the Italian spy, is no idiot, and she still gets her way. Madeline Smith was born in Hartfield, England on August 2, 1949. Her most recent films include Crazy Bitch Blues, in which she played Allison, and Jeepers Creepers, in which she played a dream boyfriend, Voice. Her marriage to fellow television star David Buck produced a daughter named Emily before Buck died of cancer in 1989. She's worth $1 million. Number 3 is Luciana Paluzzi. Fiona Volpe, played by Luciano Paluzzi, was the Spectre assassin in James Bond's 4th film, Thunderball, released in 1965. Volpe is one of the most terrifying Bond girls in history, and she's a tough opponent for 007 to face. With Sean Connery as the M16 agent James Bond, Italian actress Luciano Paluzzi gave a commendable performance as Volpe, a conspirator of intricate schemes and helpful with a pistol. Thunderball is a film based on a true story. Paluzzi was born in Rome, Italy on June 10, 1937. Paluzzi married her present partner, American media entrepreneur Michael J. Solomon, in 1960, and they live in New York together. After her marriage, she stopped performing. Number 2 is Claudine Auger. Domino Derval was initially Domino Vitali in the Fleming novels, but producers wanted to cast French actress Claudine Auger in the 4th James Bond film, Thunderball, which was released in 1965, so the name was changed. Domino, unlike many of her contemporaries, is a RADA-trained actress who's hired by Bond to spy on her lover, Emilio Largo, and as a result, she becomes one of the most well-rounded Bond ladies. In this film, Sean Connery played M16 agent James Bond. Claudine Auger was born on April 26, 1941 in Claudine Auger, France, and died on December 18, 2019. She starred in the British television series The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes and was a co-star in the film World War II drama Triple Cross. Number 1 is Britt Ekland. She was one of the most well-known Bond girls of all time, and her appearance as the sassy but charming Mary Goodnight in the 1974 James Bond film The Guy with the Golden Gun, starring Roger Moore as M16 James Bond, was well received. Her ultimate vengeance is all the sweeter for having been subjected to some of the harsher abuse by both Bond, who does protect her from Andrea Anders, and hitman Scaramanga, who used to bully her. Britt Ekland was a Swedish actress and singer born on October 6, 1942. During the 1970s, she was known as one of the most photographed celebrities on the globe due to her marriage with actor Peter Sellers. She was most recently seen in Season 4 of BBC Television's The Real Marigold Hotel. That's all for today's video. Let us know in the comments which Bond girl is your favorite. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos.